students, today's lesson is Unit 4, What Makes a Hero? Here is the vocabulary list for this unit. Achievement, a thing done successfully with effort, skill, or courage. Alarm, an anxious awareness of dangers. Compassionate, feeling or showing sympathy and concern for others. Courageous, not deterred by danger or pain, also means brave. Crisis, a time of intense difficulty or danger. Crowd, a large number of people gathered together in a disorganized way or unruly way. Dishonest, behaving or prone to behave in an untrustworthy or deceitful. Disloyal, failing to be loyal to a person, country, or organization to which one has obligations. Get into trouble, to perform an action which is illegal or prohibited or forbidden or prescribed, and to become subject to punishment for such action. Get lost, go away. It's used as an expression of anger or impatience. If you want someone to go away of your face, مثلا, you say get lost. Go missing, to become lost or absent, often under suspicious circumstances, or disappear, kidnapped مثلا, or something. Heroic, having the characteristics of a hero or heroine, admirably brave or determined. Heroine is the female hero. Hero for males, heroine for females. Immoral, not conforming to accepted standards of morality. Impatient, having or showing a tendency to be quickly irritated or provoked. Intensive, showing or feeling no concern for others' feelings. Irrational, not logical or reasonable. Misrepresented, give a false or misleading account of the nature of what? Misunderstood, incorrectly interpreted or understood. Moral, concerned with the principles of right and wrong behavior. Non-judgmental, not judgmental, avoiding moral judgments. Do not judge people. Panic, sudden, uncomfortable, uncontrollable fear of anxiety, often causing wildly unthinking behavior. Like panic attack, when someone sees a cockroach or something, he has a panic attack. He can't see it, know what to do. So it's you can do things without thinking about it. You shout or something. Reckless, heedless of danger or the consequence of one's action. Rash, selfless, concerned more with the needs and wishes of others than with one's own. It means also unselfish. What's a selfless action? What an unselfish action? Severe, of something bad or undesirable, very great or intense. Show leadership. Leaders help themselves and others to do the right things. They set direction, build an inspiring vision, or create something new. Stand up for, speak, or act in support of. Unintelligent, having or showing a low level of intelligence. Unknown, not known or familiar. Let's move on to the grammar, which is the relative clauses. We use defining relative clauses to define the thing, the person, or place that we are talking about. Like, a compass is an instrument which or that for things shows where north, south, east, and west are. Let me introduce you to the doctor who or that saved my father's life. We use who or that for people. Like, Laura is the class of the classmate who or that did that really good presentation. So I refer to Laura, that she's a classmate and she did a very good presentation. So I have two pieces of information about Laura. I will not repeat Laura over and over again, or to put these two pieces of information in two sentences. So I want to link these two pieces of information in one sentence. So I refer back to Laura as who. Like, Laura is a classmate who did that really good presentation. So who or that for people. We use the relative pronouns that or which for things. We use which and also that, so that it works for people and works for things as well. Like, there is a window which or that I broke. Again, who and that for people, which and that for things. When the relative pronoun is the object, we can omit it. We can, remove it. Like, there's a window I broke. If the relative pronoun is the object, something that is a passive sentence, I start a sentence with a passive, something object, so I remove the relative pronoun. We use the non-defining relative clauses to give extra information about the thing or the person we are talking about. In a sentence, you can have two pieces of information about one person or one thing. So instead of repeating again the subject, again, Laura is a classmate. Laura did a very good presentation. I can omit the first Laura, remove the first Laura, and remove the full stop between these two sentences and link them with who. Unlikely defining relative clauses, we add them to a sentence which is already complete. We use the commas before non-defining relative clauses if they come in the middle of the sentence. We use a comma after them too. Like, Emma had a beautiful compass, which her grandfather had given her 20 years earlier. So here I put the comma because I refer to compass. Dr. Davis, who works at Newlands Hospital, has raised $2,000 for our charity. Here in Dr. Davis' sentence, I add another information between two commas. I put an additional information about Dr. Davis between these two commas. So I say Dr. Davis, comma, who works at Newlands Hospital has raised $2,000 for our charity. We cannot use that to replace which and who in non-defining relative clauses. Like, Dr. Davis, who died last year, was a great doctor. Because of the comma here after Dr. Davis, I cannot remove who and put that. At the beginning we said that who and that refer to a person. But in this sentence I cannot put that instead of who because I have the comma. I cannot replace that with which with that, or who with that, because I have the comma here. Dr. Davis, that died last year, was a great doctor. Here, this is not grammatically correct. We can never omit, I cannot never remove the relative pronouns in non-defining relative clauses, even if it's the object of the clause, like Ralph Fiennes, who I'd love to meet, played Voldemort in some of Harry Potter's movies. You cannot remove who. I am adding two pieces of information about Dr. Ralph, and here I have to put the additional information between two commas. I cannot remove who. We can use the relative pronouns where, whose, and when to talk about places. When it's where, it's places. When it's whose, it's possession. And when it's when, it's time. Like, that's the house where I was born. I have a friend whose mother is a hero. That's the house. Okay, full stop. I was born in it, so it's a place. So I remove in and it and add where to link these two sentences together. I have a friend whose mother is a hero. I have a friend, full stop. His mother was a hero, is a hero. So I removed his and a full stop, and I linked these two sentences with whose. Fridays, not apostrophe S, Fridays are when Tara is happiest. Fridays are when all of us are the happiest. In non-defining relative clauses, like Berlin, where I want to study this year, is getting really expensive. Matilda's math, whose quick responses saved a family from a house fire, is being presented with a word tomorrow. This is one sentence. These spaces are mistyping, sorry. Autumn, when the leaves change color, is the most beautiful time of the year here. We usually put prepositions at the end of the relative clauses. If we put them before the relative pronoun, it sounds extremely formal. If we do this, we change who to whom. Like, that's the director Jack was talking about. This is in spoken, it's fine. But in formal version, when it comes to written English, that's the director about whom Jack was talking about. Or Jack was talking. That's it for today. Goodbye.